So this is a grand final of Eternal vs. Trauma DBD League. And apparently they play amazing or something. So let's see. Regarding ideas of fresh hooks to give you more regression at base, it's actually a good idea. Not that specific one, but it is a good idea to do that because it incentivizes a killer going for more fresh hooks. But I don't know exactly what the idea would be. I think more just kind of like a map-wide gem regression when you go for a fresh hook would probably be the best. All right, let's see.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for that short delay, but we are now back.
Oh, wait.
Round here
probably bigger, right?
The grand finals
Cenobite.
of League Season 7, and immediately we see Loyalty hopping in with that quick and quiet and that head-on, maybe trying to surprise the killer out of nowhere. But in the meantime, the survivors will try to spread out and start on these generators. We already hear one to the left of Wizzle being...
Interesting perk combination. But they do play very different in comp, don't they?
But he sees somebody already running towards main building. We saw Dan over there too. He could pressure two survivors. But
they both have to use the same perks as well, right? As killer or no?
Just return back to his corrupt, trying to find someone out in the open in this dead zone area of the map. Finds the box. That's
the thing is as well.
Out in the open in this dead zone area of the map.
Yeah, let's just see.
Finds the box. That's going to be a great start for the killer here, knowing the position of all these survivors and preventing them from working on these generators thanks to that chain hunt. It's definitely going to come into a huge play for the killer here. Wizzle running a pretty interesting build with that sloppy butcher and Panatophobia gets his first hook already on to a
didn't do anything and he gets to the window rough. That is like Cenobite though. That was a perfect hook as well. They'll read that. Yeah, he's detaching. Oh wait, no, is that the same person? The quality looks so bad, I feel like.
However, this is going to be a very difficult palette to play around as the chain hunt is still up. Ooh, but actually, never mind. In the meantime, Nightlight has
this is it, yeah.
To grab the box and is now working on it, trying to prevent the killer from having his power up during the chase. So now he only has to rely on
cancelled it.
Actual L2s to get into this.
Very nice play, yeah.
The survivors are working on that box, and we should.
Oh, detached as well. Nice detached. This detached shit is kind of annoying though, because it is kind of fake in the sense that the devs have had like made the sound so shit that survivors can just run away from a loop when you lose line of sight, and it works. It was nice, but it is kind of like, it's not fake in the sense of like it doesn't work. It's fake in the sense that it's forced. Like the devs have forced this to be a thing, which I'm not a massive fan of. It's not organic. Yeah, it's not fake. It's not organic. But it was nice. It was a nice play. That should be a hit, maybe, because it's Cenobite. Oh my god. He's hit him twice so far, and he still hasn't got a hit. This is what I mean by blue ball Cenobite.
But he gets the TL wall. He's wasting so much time. The survivor's going to have so much pressure on these generators, and he's still not able to connect the hit. He misses the chain. This is going to be insane for the
let me see that again.
Generators, and he's still not able to connect. Wasting so much time. The survivor's going to have so much pressure on these generators, and he's still not able to connect the hit.
That was more on Pinhead though, wasn't it? He got lucky with that hair being there too. But he could have hit that. He needed to go a bit further and he would have got the hit.
Pressure on these generators, and he's still not able to connect the hit. He misses the chain. This is going to be insane for the survivors. Like I said, they needed to have a comeback here. They needed to play strong, and that's exactly what they're doing. Finally, however, we will see the hit onto Dan. Eternal playing out of their minds. Dan being the MVP so far, able to increase this chase for so long and playing around this palette.
And now she can just break it and body block. Yeah. You see how quick he got all them chains? It's because he doesn't show you, but she just broke them all behind. And now he just runs forward. Look how far he is. Honestly, a lot of this chase has just been Pinhead's ability breaks too quick, in my opinion, but...
Maybe even 3 generators and a body block
nice.
Come through to prevent the down as well. Wizzle, in the meantime, is only going to have access to 2 stacks of Thanatos to slow this game down. Oh, and he messes up his power. He's not able to connect it and has to cancel it, which wastes even more.
I feel like this Pinhead's panicking now.
Prevent the down as well. Wizzle, in the meantime, is only going to have access to 2 stacks of...
You shouldn't really be missing that.
be able to slow this game down. Oh,
It won't do
plus
masses, but it all adds up, doesn't it?
Which wastes even more time before he can break that pallet.
Eternal really
That's always gonna get done.
dominance on this survivor side, and now with this impeccable face by Dan to start things off here.
Wait. Isn't that the bad door to open? Isn't that a really bad door to open? Or did they change it? I'm pretty sure that like can create an infinite breaking that door. Or is that the wrong one? It breaks the infinite.
Not giving Whistle the down that he so desperately needs this early in the game, but of course it's going to be a bit more.
No, open it. That is the alright door, okay. I never break that door.
And not really having,
I don't really like messing around with this building though in general. It wastes so much time.
To avoid body blocking in any kind
What
of,
perks did he have? Sprint burst, okay, so he's already exhausted.
To avoid body blocking in any kind of way. So he saw Zaka exactly taking.
He's gonna break his old chains. Oh, this is actually really cringe to watch. It's not because the pinhead's bad. It's because of how he's designed. So it hits him once again. It hits him once again. But all the chains are ahead of him. So this will barely do anything. Because he's just going to break his chains. Like, he doesn't need to do anything. He could just hold forward. As he walks forward, Pinhead's just going to break the chains. Boom, boom, boom. And they're all gone. And I think, to make it even worse, he broke the chains on the environment too. Two of them, right? Boom, boom. That's why them two spawned.
Taking advantage of exactly that.
So Pinhead broke one of them, he broke two.
To being able to avoid this down for Whistle.
This is a down. You can't miss this. Oh my god. Did you want me to watch this because you wanted me to like feel like cringer?
So exceptionally well here. Always using these.
Oh, this is painful actually, not cringy, painful. Like I could. Just painful this.
Always using these extremely thin beams as well. Always using these extremely thin beams. Always using these extremely thin beams really well here. Always using these.
Why does he do that? Is he panicking?
Extremely thin beam. Always.
Like he's at a good distance there, so I understand. But he could have baited the drop and then done a chain at this point, and I don't think he could have done anything unless someone body blocked.
Using these extremely thin beams as well to break the chain, and a wonderful hold, wonderful patience here by Dan, constantly skipping the time.
Patience.
Always using these Whistle here. Dan's doing so exceptionally well here. Always using these extremely.
Yeah, I guess not putting the pallet down. Yeah, okay, I see. It looks like he's further away when he does that. No, he is a bit to the right. Poor Cenobite, man. This guy should be down by now. He's hit him so many times. Like imagine Nurse getting all these hits, but there's like a roll of the dice if one of them actually counts as a hit.
And makes it all the way back to Jack while Zaka is already healed in the meantime.
That's not gonna work either.
Zero stage game with Whistle having zero pressure whatsoever. This is so far zero.
Yeah.
And makes it all
She breaks all the chains really quickly.
While Zaka is already healed in the meantime.
Yeah, you see that? She broke all the chains and ran forward.
Zero stage game with Whistle having
That's why he got away so quick. Because that is on him, but brick. And then boom, it's gone.
Zero pressure whatsoever. This is now the second hit of the game, and two survivors are still able to do exactly that as well and copy the actions of Royalty and Zaka now. Nightlight still having been the only one who is not taking hits. But
there you go. That's definitely a down.
It's more difficult to take hits for Killer. Unfortunately, medium balls into Whistle. Expected him to have a more straightforward approach to that window. Medium balls now with the new patch and Zaka now. Nightlight still having been the only one who is not taking hits.
He almost missed that, you know.
Royalty and Zaka now. Nightlight still having been the only one who's not taking.
That's surprising that hit. He got lucky.
As well and copy the actions of Royalty and Zaka now. Nightlight still having been the only one who's not taking.
That's really lucky hit that.
But of course now with the new patch out, it's more difficult to take hits for Killer. Unfortunately, medium balls into Whistle. Expected him to have a more straightforward approach to that window, but we're now finally.
He said it was harder for you to take hits for the Killer. I don't think that was a good example of it, was it? Because she took a hit, but Like the chase lasted quite a while, and she went to a whole separate loop.
Finally get that first down, secure the first down onto Royalty, and secures the
3 gens and 1 hook is really top level. It's comp. The survivors just dominate, and this is with survivors who, you know, they can't bring for the people buckle up and insta heals and all that kind of stuff. This is just like survivors who are quite restricted. Though this build she's using is kind of shit in my opinion. It's been about 4 minutes. They've been quite slow on gens, but I guess they're trying to protect him as well.
state of the game at 2 generators remaining.
This is going to be insanely.
The sad thing is, like, they could probably do gens quicker, but they'd probably lose more health states, and they're trying to lose as little health states as possible, right?
Hard position for Wizzle to come back here.
That's why they're going for the saves and stuff.
However, there still is a semi-region up in this area. If he's able to do it in this area, he could get some fast downs in this.
You're killing me tired of the
As
sweats.
I'm looking around,
So MMR does,
a lot of
man.
fillers in the area. It's usually dead, but Wizzle didn't get a good seed there. He has a lot of pallets still up in that area, so it's definitely going to still be difficult for the survivors to go down here. And now with everybody reset, we start the next chase with Zaka. Oh, but the first hit is going to come through fast. But if that's really the second hit that matters here. With all the survivors healed up, there's a chance for body blocks.
Being injured don't even matter.
This could still be.
There's no negative to being injured other than your chase. You're only 1 shot instead of 2. That's it. Oh, they've got Fana, but Fana won't do anything until 4 people are hit.
Wizzle has left the chase to try and find somebody else, not able to commit to this chase. He knows it's going to last forever with that body block to come through. He gets
That's it.
however,
Yeah.
onto Royalty. Does he force the drop down? No.
Nice.
Royalty plays it patient. Wizzle is wasting so much time here. The survivor is going to reset in the meantime. There it goes, right as I'm saying it. And now,
What was that into?
Does he this chase? He knows it's going to last forever. Left the chain through onto Zaka.
Oh, it's just quick and quiet. So that's going to give her a bit more distance when she vaults. Because he won't react to it. So she probably did it now-ish and he didn't realise. Yeah, see. Oh, he could have fallen down, though, the hole, potentially. Yeah, she did, because that was quick and quiet. Okay.
So much distance, that quick and quiet, not gonna have a lot of value since he watched it right in his eyes. And this should, we see survivors force the drop down. No, to last forever with that body.
She wasn't even injured, was she?
We see Royal cover so much time here. The survivors are going to reset in the meantime. There it goes, right as I'm saying it. And now we see Royalty making so much distance.
I don't think this is a good map for Killer anyway. Personally, it's good if you camp like 3 gens in one spot. That's about it. Oh, this building is way too strong.
This is just so jaw-dropping considering the constant resets that Team Eternal is getting off with Botany.
You won't get him there.
Desperate Mega Spam, and so many other healers.
Look at that distance she just got there. He hits her at the top of the stairs. He goes around of something he's already broken, which is supposed to make him get to her quicker. When he gets at her, she's there. It's almost like it didn't do anything. It did, but it's like it almost didn't do anything. Can she make it all the way around? From that distance, he might be able to get her, as long as she didn't go to the left, by just holding forward. But does he go for another chain and miss? Because that's the only bad thing I could see happen right now. Because I think that's a guarantee now. Yeah, that looks like a guarantee. So what happens here? Oh, he opened that. He opened that. The door I talked about before. That was a guaranteed down, but with his door open, now there's a window. But it's good to open this door, apparently, you say.
And they still are able to get reset after reset. And we
Yikes.
Still
That was a down. And he hasn't broken this either. So he's going to walk out here, and she's just going to break the chains and go back around again.
Is trying to play around exactly that.
See? Oh, he went that way. But she could still go around and then get body blocked anyway. So that's going to get rid of... Well, there were no bloodless anyway.
Odd one out to not have taken it, but now finally joins the team. And Wizzle with the sloppy butcher and the original pain add-on that he has. So every time
missed that.
Breaks free from the chain while being injured, will also get the men. Will also get be set into the men status, I believe it is. No, the deep wound. Yeah, exactly. So So still struggling to find these downs, struggling to find the pressure with exactly this approach. Team Eternal doing so wonderfully and really showing us why they picked exactly this killer. Whistle so far only having one stage at the game, and all of these survivors playing these tiles so unique.
There's too much hesitation going on too.
To keep up with all
He's
of
losing
these
distance
great
every time he
games.
hesitates.
All these playstyles that just, all these playstyles that just really conflict each other. So Wizard is really having a hard time.
Fall back?
Incredible
No. Okay, that's a down.
performance by Virus here being able to perform so extremely well against this M1 killer Royalty. Now finally going down. This might have
And
been a
there's
bit
all the
early,
gens.
maybe, but that's all the gens popped, and now we have
One
that
hook.
Noid lighting up.
5 gens.
I think the survivors
2
so
hooks on
far
the
are just
last.
gonna
Well,
stick up
2
and
hooks
only
after
have
all 5
2
gens were
hooks
done.
in the game, and both
But
of
what
them
happens if we
are
know Ed?
guilty. There's no reason to go in for that save. You want all your fresh hooks out, but
Nice.
Whistle is going to connect another chain. He's in a sort of for
Do you not see this?
that save. You want all your fresh hooks
What? He just hit her with the hooks, right?
out, but Whistle is
They're already broken.
going to connect
All of them. These are new spawns because they broke.
another chain. He's guilty. There's no reason to go in for that
Like,
save.
what is that,
You want
like-
all your fresh hooks out, but Whistle is going
Half a second, if that.
to connect another chain. He's in a sort of scary situation. All the pallets
Poor
that are
Cenobite,
offered
man.
are many are kind of unsafe against a Pinhead, especially when you don't have your chain hunt active, and we see that the ace is going to be working on preventing that from happening. In the meantime, Royalty does get saved.
Oh, that was a free down.
Right next to the door, he couldn't make the distance. He can't make it.
This is fucking painful.
Preventing that from happening. In the meantime, Royalty does
Oh,
get saved over. Since Whistle is wasting his time.
that was a free down there.
Preventing that from happening. In the meantime, Royalty does get saved over. Since Whistle is wasting going to be
I think he thought she was going to double back, but I don't think she would have reacted. I don't think she would have reacted to it.
Royalty does get that the ace is going to be working on preventing that from happening. In the meantime, Royalty does get saved
Oh,
over.
that's rough.
Since Whistle is wasting his time. He misses the chain right next to the door. He couldn't make the distance. He can't make it. He can't. Oh my god! And in the meantime, the other survivors are probably going to be working on the door where Whistle is across the map
Oh
from.
my god.
So there's no opportunity for Whistle to really get it down unless the survivors aren't able to open up that door in time. It doesn't seem like they committed to it. Instead, now just returning.
Wow.
Now they have to
Tournament play, it is, yeah.
hide from the
And not everyone in tournament's going to be like top players. I've said this before. I'm not saying these aren't. I know Eternal. I think Trauma's solid as well. But they're just humans, and it's also it's DBD comp. It's not at the same level as other comp, man. It could be. Well, maybe, but the skill expression's too low. The survivors are the ones who are really doing something here. The survivors have most of the control over the chase anyway. Why didn't he go for the other one? Oh, this is more hook states, isn't it?
This is just 7 more points as the survivors will still be able to get
Yeah.
3 out here in this scenario. Maybe Royalty, however, going to take the death still.
That's a
Trying to go
smart
for 1-1,
placement.
but we see one of the survivors already leaving. I believe Royalty is just gonna
They're
leave
just
as
leaving,
well.
okay.
But still, oh my god.
So this game, you got 1 hook, right? But it's going to say, overall, he got 5. It'll say it's a 5 hook game, that. Because that's how they're scoring, right? It's hook states.
Entirely, that entire match was well played from the side of Eternal.
The car match is completely different. Or the survivors playing really bad.
Like I said, they kept a good mental. They are going into this endurance match.
That's
knowing
kind of painful,
that
man.
whoever turns it around is going to gain that steam, and that's exactly what they did here. And now all they have to do is
First
consolidate
hooks
this pressure that they
also
need
matter for
into
Gen
the
hook
next game. How do you
ties.
feel about this, Mathis?
He got
Now ending up
2
with the
first
stages, that
hooks.
is going to be really rough on Troll's
Okay.
side, but there's
They only matter for
Z-
ties,
was
though.
Really trying to get that healthy to the dying state here with 1 hit, and Nightlight Elf in the fray. And name Trauma is number 2, and welcome.
Is this the next one? All right, so this is Eternal going against Trauma now as Pinhead, right? All they need to do is get
set number 2 with the
6 hook states or something.
Trauma is
Same
already
build, so they do have to use the
on
same
after the
build.
first set, but now we have Zaka.
So you could use any build then, because if you have to use the same build with Killer, you could use any build It doesn't really matter what it is because it's always going to be kind of fair and balanced because it's always the same build, right? What both people are using. So it doesn't really matter.
For Eternal's killer, and already finding that box extremely early on, now going to be notified of all 4 survivors' location.
I think that last one was just a bad snowball. Like, he hit the person fair and square many, many times. He just didn't get the hit because of the RNG of the fucking, the hooks, right? Like, when you use Pinhead and use the hooks, it's just RNG. Like, are you going to get favorable or unfavorable? And he got loads of unfavorable. And then he started panicking and then snowballing from it.
Double generate, we say double occupation.
Same as before.
On main building, and we see Hardwell
but more favorable. That was more favorable because the player he would go what would I say? What would you call this? The little alley he was going through was breaking all the hooks, and they were all going towards him every time he would break them. So he did break them as quick, but he couldn't avoid the next ones what spawned, right? He couldn't avoid them. So he had to keep breaking, and then he gets the hit. So a better RNG or better place to get the first hit. He'll get away from that. That's a god pallet though.
Yeah, that last frame is going to miss just narrowly, and Hardwell is going to find that shack pallet, but now still in a very difficult situation.
Good detach. Leave that building. So one thing I've already noticed here is that first guy was going to the building quite a lot, actually. It was about 50% of the game, right? And I said that building's really shit. This person's already detached from that building. That's a really weak pallet. This is pretty much guaranteed a hit.
On the box in the corner, and now that that Zark already used the chain, was not able to interrupt it. So our RXW
pretty much guaranteed. He's running to the house though. Is he going to follow him? He might try and go for him here to see if he can get him, but if he can't, he might detach. Let's see. He definitely can't get him. Is he going to go for it still?
Going to break off all of these chains, but impaling wire the first out on there in the bottom left.
Ran to the left.
Make that tremendously more difficult. Zaka with the, I believe, exact same build that we saw in head on main building. Just as I tried to talk about the build here, we have Adam Wizzle once again with the
was that small?
Get the firecracker behind you.
He's going to get another injure for free now.
Now going to be dropping off a main nose, just instead
okay, let's see.
To run around it. Does not have the balance landing that Knight had in the previous game, but is going to find it through the back pallet here, and now it's just up to the 50-50
nice.
Whether or not this pallet ends up in a stun or a
it just gets the hit. It's a free hit.
Very close in the corner now, but Zaka hits the chain and Wizzle accepts the.
There's all 50-50 there if you hit them with the hooks. It's too unsafe of a loop.
In the vault.
Yeah, and now we're going to see this chase continue. However, the survivors are not in a good position as three of the survivors are in this, and if Zaka finds one of them out of position, this could be huge, especially since he just vaulted in towards Wizzle and now finds him at this pallet. This pallet
nice.
Is kind of
good flick.
So there is
that should be a down.
For Wizzle play around, but Zaka is going to play it perfectly and gets that down immediately. The survivors in the meantime are going to be working on these top gens.
Missed. Don't really matter.
Another survivor who is injured. If Zaka
go on the gen.
This could be another down very quickly into the match. However, in the meantime,
I wonder why I didn't go on the gen. He's not really going to do anything there. Oh, he has deep wound. I see. I see. I see. He's trying to deep wound them. Never mind. He's got the add-ons I use. I think they're probably the best two. You could mix number one, Impaling Wire, whatever it's called, with the iridescent though. But they're pretty much the best add-ons. He's using.
Forcing him into deep wound thanks to that impaling wire. And
no gens yet. One now, yeah.
Eventually he will go down. In the meantime, however, we see Devotch and RXW.
So he's just gonna camp now, is he?
Working on each other, trying to get a reset and maybe coming for
oh, if you don't know, in comp, you can't use the 4%. You can't vault off the hook, so killers can just camp, right?
Is probably still gonna be
or is banned.
Because I believe every time Zaka hits them,
that seems a bit weird.
It
don't do that much.
That's exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, this guy's just probably just gonna camp here, and
I think that might be how the interaction actually works. It resets every time.
Maybe get a ninja here and then go back. Maybe. Oh, he could have gone for her. Maybe. Wait. Oh, okay. I see. So he's gonna injure him and then tunnel him, right? Yeah. And a down has already happened, so a much better position. And then he's got deep wound as well, so you can't get away from this, and they can't. This guy might have DS though, because it's the only obsession, and they're allowed one DS, I believe. So this guy is very likely got DS.
But He's on the pallet. Is there going to be a pallet save? I don't hear the footsteps. They're not going to come through.
He don't have DS?
The hook should
When they're
come
not allowed
through.
DS in
The
this.
second hook now onto Wizzle and the box.
'Cause that's
being
weird.
found by Hardwell. However,
So he's just going to tunnel him
second
out.
hook and Hardwell starting this box. It could mean the teleportation or maybe the interruption by Zaka, but his chain's just not long enough. And in the meantime, all survivors are going to be injured. All of them are going to be in a position where they can go down very, very quickly to Zaka because no body blocks can happen. All the pallets are going to be unsafe in this area that Zaka is in. And a down can come through at any time, and there it is. The Votch is going down.
Probably slug and then go back for the tunnel.
For the save, they might be resetting, however, just letting Wizzle hang on.
Oh, really? You're going to let him just get away? Okay. Risky. Oh, is it risky, though? He's winning quite heavily compared to the other person.
However, during that time, the chain hunt is going to build up in pressure. It's going to build up.
Other person.
And Zaka always has the potential of finding one of these survivors out.
If he just camped her now, would he win? 3, 4, 5. He'd have 5 as well, but he's got them before. In my opinion, shouldn't hooks be more points when less gens are done? Dude, the way I would do it, it wouldn't be like exactly this way, but I'm just kind of like theory crafting. I would do it where you get more points for fresh hooks and when you get hooks with less amount of gens done, right? So if you get a fresh hook with no gens done, that's the most points you can get for a hook, right? That's how I would do it. That makes the most sense. So you're basically rewarding really quick, fast chasers and fresh chasers, so we didn't just tunneling people out. That would be a way more interesting score system, in my opinion. So he's going to be looking for number 2, right? Because once it gets him out, then it's a 3v1. So he's going to be looking for number 2, ideally. But it is a bit different. They don't need to kill, do they? Oh, wow. He is actually looking for him, though. There he is. He's found him. So he's going to tunnel vision this guy and not think about anything else. Everyone else... I don't even need to fucking use it.
In favor for Team Eternal as soon as Wuzu goes down.
So, like, this is obvious that he's already outperformed the other Pinhead, right? But he's still technically losing with the score system what they have, right? Which is just strange. Because he's going to kill this guy, right?
So Zaka officially only needs
right?
one more fresh stage and
He's hooked this person 3 times individually. But that's classed the same in their score system as just hooking someone and face camping them. Like, what? It's just strange. So technically he's losing, right? At the moment. He's only got 4 hooks. And the other person technically had 5 hooks. Even though he had 1 hook with 5 gens completed. It's really, I don't think the score system's done well.
Losing a survivor, I don't think this is winnable in the slightest for Team Trauma here, unfortunately.
He will probably still win, but it's just strange that this Pinhead is losing at the moment. Like, what?
Zaka only needs 6 stages, which with the noise
Twitch has like this black screen weird thing going on. Hopefully they fix it tomorrow. You can fix it by changing the res or deleting your cookies and stuff like that. Like refresh your cookies.
Adam dies at 3 generators remaining and now finds 2 survivors in the corner with RXW injured. The Quentin here. We need Hardwell come in for the hit tank.
I don't know how they have so much kind of energy with this, you know. That's one thing I've said before, like, it's pretty much GG, right? I don't know how this is, like, crazy exciting.
But at what cost?
This match was back in 2022, or was it?
So one good train will put the survivor into the dying state.
It's just a match, you said, for me to check. They were painful, that first one with the Pinhead, though.
Goes down, bites the dust, and this is going to be
it's probably over now.
Off the game, and I believe that this is...
Because Pinhead can legit just camp here, and he gets the win, right? Because that's going to be 1, 2, 3... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's already won. So he can literally just camp here. If he trade hooks, he gets a free hook. And if he waits for 1 hook state, he wins, right? Because that's 6 hook states. Yeah, it's crazy. And they're speaking really quick as if loads of stuff's happened, but it really isn't.
This is also the fresh hook, so that should be based off of points where
It's interesting.
the first hooks on the individual survivors grants you a bonus point. This is going to render the win for Team Eternal at still 3.
I guess it's being a commentator, innit?
A very smart choice to pick exactly this good, beautiful chain snipe here to intervene in the
So now he's won, right?
solving process. So a very smart choice here by Eternal to pick this killer. Extreme dominance on the second set, and that is going to be the tied up score now with 1-1. And I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the first tie we're going to see.
So the game exciting to watch.
Yeah, and Hardwell is
Yeah.
going to try and take the chase with the block still in his hands. He is going to be harassed by the chain hunt in the meantime. However, we probably will see RXW and Devon
Nice.
reset on
That was
the
nice.
outside of the map. However,
That's a double
the box
bluff.
has been found. They're going to be
Where
interrupted
he's
by
acting as if he
Zaka.
isn't,
Well, this is going to prevent the
he isn't
survivors
going to do it, and
They
the
think
survivor's
that
like, no, he won't do it
that is
instantly, and he
about
does
to
it really
start and
quickly.
interrupt them, and there it goes right there. It hits them. It prevents them from getting
Yeah,
the
there's a
ball
black
out,
screen.
and now they have to go
Twitch
away.
has been all
RSW
weird.
is in
I
a
don't know,
risky
man.
position here, especially since Zaka is heading straight towards them. He sees the chain.
See if it
He
fixes
knows
tomorrow.
he's right.
Hopefully it
hears
does.
the turns.
It'd be weird if it
He's
didn't.
just on the pallet. He makes the wrong play. He goes down and debauch. The last person standing, probably going to get the save onto Hardwell, thanks to Zaka going for this hook.
But he's already won, now what?
Onto RXW.
Okay, so why do they keep playing now when they've already won? Is there a reason for this? Is it because, like, these points are going to be added and then they move to another game and there's still more points to be added? Is that what's happening? Sportsmanship. So is this not? No, look. It looks like they carry on. Oh wait. Yeah, look, the points. Wait, why are the points so low though? Oh no. It doesn't, does it matter? I don't know if it matters. It doesn't matter. So these have already won and this is just playing it out, is it? And you still need to be excited, even though they've already won. It seems fake to me, because it's like you've already won, but you need to be excited that they're still winning. I don't know. Where's that crazy comeback or whatever?
Tough position to even get a one-man escape right here. I think the hatch is the only thing they can play for, and with,
So there's no point at this right now, then, right? They've won.
Able to get a save onto either one of the survivors. Now we're gonna start the last chase of the match, and Zaka is just gonna hit.
It's just very different.
In the middle of the chase for good luck, and try to get a down now at this water tower.
I've watched many different competitive things, but there's never been one where they've won, but they just keep playing even when they've won. I don't think so.
Be able to juice around it and baits out the swing from Zaka, and now they're just going to go like a merry-go-round around and around this pallet before Zaka's able to get a hit, and the vault goes through. An insane 1v1 event performance, but that's not what this is. And
Won the set, but not the best of 5. Yeah, but this doesn't have any link to the best of 5, correct?
Insane chase by Devon.
Wow.
Yeah, when you know it's over, you say GG, don't you? And then you move to the next game. It's very strange. But it is kind of like that DVD comp, innit? It's kind of like its own thing.
A huge point difference from a 4K at 3 generators remaining, because Zaka's already moving towards the hatch here to close it. A 4K at 3 generators remaining, in contrast to the 5 stages in the previous game with Whizzle on the killer. So really taking a huge blow here by for Team Trauma. It's going to be difficult to recover from this as well. And now Zaka obviously cheating, activating the Noid in the 1v1. That's not very fair. I also just absolutely love how Zaka swings through every bush, trying to find Al stealthing near, going for the endgame collapse kill potentially, just to deny Zaka the honor of getting the last hook kill here. But of course, an endgame collapse kill is going to count just as much points as a normal hook sacrifice kill, but Dwatch is going to be found on the gate, and that is going to solidify the 4K at 3 generators remaining for Zaka, representing Team Eternal.
And like I said last time, this Cinnabite match is where you need to stop them. You need to
So,
stop them.
so when it goes to the next one, they score. Yeah, it goes back to 0. So yeah, so they do just play on when the game's already won. Interesting. But apparently this is old. 2022, yeah, season 7. Interesting. X9 versus Asylum. X9. I think I saw something on Twitter regarding X9. I don't know who they are, but they said that they were like quitting or something. Because being like a pro DBD player, you know, it isn't, it's not doing much for them or something. Current best NA comp team. Oh, I could be wrong then. Disbanded but are back. Oh, I don't know, man. I saw something. It might not be X9. It might be something else. I saw something. Maybe C something. I don't know. It was something on Twitter. But anyway, there you go. So yeah, it's quite painful with the Cenobite. Not gonna lie, and I'm not saying because he played bad or anything. There were obviously some mistakes here and there. It's very easy to fucking overanalyze when someone else is playing. I get loads of fucking content creators do it on me or did. I'm not talking about painful in that sense. It's just painful because I can just feel how painful that would be. Like it's just constantly just hitting them, but then they get away. Hitting them, but they get away. Hitting them, they get away. It's not the most fun. And then yeah, this guy didn't really go to the big building, did he much? Yeah, this guy just camped the hook and then stayed here. See, that's what I mean. Like you don't want to go into this building too much. Yeah, he just camped here and then we're hitting up here for the deep wound. So you're in a way better situation too. But anyway, there you go. Little bit of a reaction to a comp game, which you said was good to watch. So that's a good one, is it?